Welcome back to Mind the Gap. I know
What's
we've
up,
been gone
family?
for a minute, but now we back.
Yeah.
So from now on, we're going to start hitting you off with weekly episodes. And this
Wow.
is going to be the first one where we just share our thoughts and you get a glimpse of like how we talk, I guess, and how ideas come to fruition.
Yeah.
To use that word. But also, if you forgot, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Where else are we?
Pinterest.
No, we're not.
Patreon.
Patreon.
Yeah.
But for at PODMTG. Also go to Patreon to subscribe, support us, and get some exclusive content, early access to content, and some other dope stuff.
Catch us on Spotify.
Oh yeah, Spotify. Check out our weekly episodes on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, pretty much anywhere.
We everywhere, baby. Yeah. Just find it.
And YouTube, where you should be right now, hopefully.
Yep.
But what we got? What's on your mind this week?
Aaron Hernandez, man. I think that the new documentary they got on Netflix, man.
I seen it.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, my name is TK. If it's your first time, TK, aka.
Oh yeah, I forgot to introduce. My bad.
You know what I mean?
I'm your other host, Darius.
AKA.
We've been going for a minute. I'm sorry.
You got no AKAs?
AKA Chevalier.
All right, I'm cool with that. As long as you cool with that.
I'm content.
All right, then.
I'm content.
Well, we in here.
Oh, you ain't got no AKA?
I said it, but you know what I'm saying? It was Fusions, Confusion, Confucius.
Yeah, you didn't say that. You didn't say that.
It was quick, you know what I mean?
But Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah.
What was your first like impression of just like the whole documentary?
Man, I don't know. It was just the documentary was weird because I came in expecting something. That's something I normally don't do.
Expecting what?
Because it's like it set the mind of Aaron Hernandez, and it gave us like kind of like short glimpses of that. Like I thought it was gonna really hit on the avenues like of like the CTE. You know, CTE is when you know that something that football players, if you have like continuous head trauma.
Right.
And I thought it was gonna dive in that a little bit, but if you watch it, if you haven't watched it, it only give you like less than like 20 minutes of that.
If that. I think it was just like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, man, they go into it, they're like, bam, bam, bam. It's like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying?
For me, I think the same thing happened. I had a certain expectation going in. I thought he was gonna focus on the facts of the cases, and
just facts.
And we were gonna find out more about, you know, the intricacies of what happened like during the case and all that. And then how the CTE may have affected
his judgment,
like
on
his
certain
decision
things.
making. But for me, like from the first episode when we was watching it over here, I just felt like it was like I was reading one of those tabloid magazines.
Because you felt like it was somebody trying to like push an idea.
Yeah.
Like when I'm watching it, it's like somebody trying to implement their way of looking at it.
It felt like
instead of like just giving us like the fact. Not to say they didn't give us facts of the case.
Yeah.
Not to say that, but they did. But it was more like it was kind of like a biased idea almost, like you said, it's like one of them articles where you hear you see somebody say, "Well, I think this happened." I think you know what I'm saying, one of those things. Like.
Even it was even messier that to me it felt more like it wasn't I heard, it was like I heard such and such about somebody. Like it was like gossipy. Like I heard he was dating such and such.
Yeah,
he was trying to hide.
Like they was like putting in like extra stuff. Like okay, when his father died, she dated his cousin.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was like
crazy.
Yeah, like when they was just throwing out like information, I was like, all right, man, that's
facts,
cool. That was facts. He was at the case.
He was at the case looking stupid.
I was like, who is this guy?
Like, yeah.
So yeah, it was like stuff like that, man. Some stuff it was like I was okay with knowing, like you know how close he was with his cousin, because it gave you an idea of like how his mother and his relationship was after his father died.
And plus, you knowing how close they were, and then you found out
how she looked out.
She looked out,
how close she was, stuff like that.
I think that's cool. I could have let that slide, but like the stuff. I mean, I guess in a way, like all the stuff they mentioned may have contributed, but the point is we don't know because there's nothing to confirm.
A lot of stuff I think they should have left out because he's not here to speak on some of that stuff.
Right.
And I hate like that type of stuff too. Like even the phone calls that they was having, like when he was in jail, having the back and forth phone calls. I thought that was kind of like, you know, like I personally didn't like it. Like you know that was because I felt like those was like personal conversations that he was having with his moms or his wife or. You know, whatever the case may be, I didn't too much like.
personable as they may be, they're still on record.
No, it's on record.
And I think once you go to jail, you know you gave up that right. Especially
I understand. Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, just like on a personal level, like
especially if he ain't there to be like, well, this is what I meant by this. And,
I'm talking because it's like I'm talking to this person freely. You know, I'm not. There's no reserves. Like, I'm saying, but I also get it because you in the mind of Aaron Hernandez, so I understand that too. I just didn't like it personally. That's one of the things I think those are personal conversations that it should have stayed personal. But I understand why they put it in there because, you know, we want to hear how you talk when nobody's around.
Right.
I get it. You know what I mean?
Even then, I would think he was careful what he was saying because he know he had to.
Because he know, So. But even then, like, you can tell, like, when he was talking was to his daughter or his wife or fiance and his
last
mom.
little bit at the end, it hit me a little bit.
But what hit me, one of the things that hit me, and like, because you know the ending, because you know what happens to him. He died. He was talking to his mother.
We're going to just say spoiler alert. I mean.
Spoiler alert on this whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
Watch it.
When he was talking to his mother and he was like, they had got into it, he said, you're going to die without knowing your son. How can I talk to you?
Right.
Like, that one hit me. I was like, yo, that was like, he was talking that shit because she was asking, well, I told you to give me $1 million, you know, out the $40 million that you had.
He's like, are you out of your mind?
Come on, man.
Are you out of your mind? After what you did?
Yeah, man. And he was like, you know what I'm saying? How can I come talk to you? That's why me and my cousin's close. That's why I can't come talk to you. You're going to die not knowing your son.
That was messy. I didn't like how they revealed it, though, because...
That's what I'm saying. That's what made me really feel like, dang, that shit like really...
Because it's crazy how they even revealed that whole situation, like after his father passed and all that. It wasn't like them interviewing the mother or like even...
Oh, yeah, the mother told it,
Yeah, it was the dude father... who was saying that he was gay, he would start talking about... Yeah,
it was like gossip, like he said it. Even though it was true, that's what I mean. Like, and even them two, them characters.
Yeah, I ain't sure. And then he got a book out, don't he? The
I believe so,
He has a book out, so...
Like even
we can't corroborate any of this.
Like, them two, like the first episode, I understand.
Yeah.
When they're in the first episode, and he's saying, you know, because it's basically turning to the beginning when he was coming up in Connecticut and all this other stuff. And, you know, this me and my friend, we used to get high and we used to, you know, do things and we really couldn't tell nobody. I was like, okay, the first episode, you know, but like throughout the rest of the documentary, they'll pop up. You be like, why are they still here?
it still goes back. I thought it was moving on. You like, oh, he was gay.
Yeah, I felt like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like every time
He's gay.
Like every time you was about to forget that, like he would pop
right back up.
Yeah.
I think he was closeted. He couldn't reveal himself.
But and it wasn't like they was giving extra to the.
I think that should have been a section and one of them, because after that one we got it. And there wasn't really any like new incidences to bring it back up. It wasn't
like he came back and talked to him, or they had another relationship.
Or he had like unless like the little ending they had where it was like the dude in prison, they thought he might have a relationship.
Yeah,
I can understand if you put it back in.
Yeah,
like during the time, but it was just like. Yeah, he shot somebody, he killed somebody. Oh, by the way, he's gay.
Yeah. It's like they kept like and I was like, okay, we get it. You know what I mean? Like even in that situation, like it was just some people. And they weren't the only ones, but it was like other people they kept interviewing. You was like, okay, I understand you interviewed this person once. Why does this person keep coming into the story? Why you keep interviewing this person? They're not giving more to the story.
They just repeat the same thing.
Yeah, they're not giving more. Like, okay, the timeline that you give me. What was this person doing during that timeline? Is they a part of this timeline?
And that's really on whoever chopped the movie up.
Yeah,
because they purposely kept going back and forth. Because after you cover like, in my mind, it would have went early childhood, the come up, and then the case. See,
mine would been the early come up, the come up, the forming of his mind, his father incident with him and the guy, and all the other stuff. You know, college football case. And then, you know what I'm saying, towards the end, they get towards the other cases, and then it goes into, like, his CTE.
Right.
Like, it's focused more on, like, what is CTE, the mindset, and, like, what happens during those, when people that have those. Like, you know, what happened towards the end. Like, when he died, you know what I'm saying, what was in the cell, what happened, you know, that type of stuff. Like, what happens.
The way they set it up, it was more so about everything else other than, in, like, the last 5 minutes, just, like, CTE. And then end of the movie.
Because I thought that was more important. I thought it was going to be like a big chunk. Because I thought that's important.
How they presented it. The lady who had been studying the CTE,
Was a professional.
This is the most advanced case of CET I've seen.
And the person is
it is identical to that of a 67 years old, and that this has been growing over the course of like his life, like over a decade, that it took him to get to that point. So I would think
that would be like a part that you would
would have been like a major.
You know,
factor in like his decision making on top of like the trauma that he had.
His psychology based upon his upbringing.
Because you know what I'm saying, you going through that is hard enough.
Yeah.
Even if certain parts of what you're going through that in life is hard enough. Mm-hmm. Now on top of that, you can't even make decisions properly because you're getting hit in the head repeatedly.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I thought that was important.
I see. It seemed like a little brush over, like.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, this right
like,
here. Yeah,
by the way, CT. Let's sprinkle a little bit of CT on it. CT on
I didn't. Cause I thought it was gonna be, but that's me going into something with expectation. You know what I'm saying? So that's my fault. And then also even with his what you want to call him, his high school lover or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? You come to. Well, I was telling you what I found. They were saying like he didn't even play quarterback, and if he did, he played quarterback with his. He played like a few games, said like 4 games or something.
Man,
but it was somebody else named like Matt that actually played and stuff like that.
And technically he was his quarterback, but the way he put it,
the way he
was putting it out, that he was like, I was. How do you feel? I was his quarterback. He was the star.
Yeah, we was like we running school.
Like it was,
But he also put in there like what I'm saying. I was a small portion of Aaron's life because he had other stuff to do. He hung out with other people. Me and him didn't hang out that much. So he also put that in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, so but like the way he did put off, he was for like we was the best of friends and stuff like that. When when you hear other people that's from there saying it may not have been like that, but you also hear other people saying it kind of is.
Yeah,
but that was the thing.
It may not be to that extent, but there's some truth in it. I would imagine.
But when it comes, that's what I was saying. But that's why I thought it was gonna be more facts. Like even like I said,
other than speculation.
Yeah, speculation or just putting
there was too much speculation in it.
Yeah,
it was all this he said, she said, and it wasn't. He wasn't here to say, I'm struggling with this.
Even when they had like other people that was like talking about Aaron, like they had the black guy that was talking about him. Then they had the other gay. I think he was
I don't know. He played.
He was on the line.
I think
he other dude played for the Patriots. Both of them played for the Patriots.
I can understand why they included him. Like if they would have had him in the section, because
that's what I'm saying. Like
because some of the motive, because they did draw a parallel in like some of the motivations he had, what he was going through, what Aaron was going through. Like he was like, yeah, man, after football, I was gonna kill myself. Like I didn't. Do after that.
No, his part. What I'm saying is his part is important. Even the other black guy, like when they had him towards the end, well, not even towards the end, they had them, and then it was somebody else. It was somebody else they kept interviewing, and I got some of it, but it was like y'all not okay. After y'all part is done, what else are you adding?
Yeah, what is your value to the conversation?
What because they did it by timeline. They kept showing the timeline, and they'll have the timeline, and they'll bring somebody else back. Okay, was you here during this timeline? Are you saying like during this timeline that you seen Aaron? Like they're not even saying that. They're just like bringing up like
just
their own experience and stuff like that. And I get it, but you know what I'm saying, that was like it was too much of like an ideal of what was in the mind of Aaron and not the mind of Aaron Hernandez.
Right.
Like what
and we couldn't because we don't. He's not here. So all we can do is speculate.
But even at the end, when you talking to like his lawyers, they're like, I had a conversation with Aaron. This is what he said. That's in the mind of Aaron. You know what I'm saying? Like you had a conversation with this person, and then this person said that, and then when they go through the case, like what happened when he was in the case, what happened, like the phone calls. Though I don't like it, it's still giving me ideas of what he was thinking and what he's going about. That's what I'm saying. When you give me facts, okay, when he talked to Robert Kraft, when he talked to this person, this is what he said. This is what he said.
Tragic story, man.
Oh yeah, it's tragic.
And then like how, because up until that point, he seemed pretty cheerful, like over the conversations. Like even if he was in jail, even if he had been convicted of the first charge, he was still upbeat.
Because you remember what they were saying? It was like he was one of the few people that even the guards. The guard was like he was one of the few, and I wish they would have interviewed some of the guards a little bit more. When he was saying like Aaron was one of the people that conformed faster than most people that I see coming in.
He's like he treated like training camp.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, he said he conformed fast. That's how he stuck in his mind. And he got to work.
So it was like he could push himself through, and then all of a sudden, like the suicide, and then I can see why he did it. If the money, like
the abatement.
Yeah.
Is it what's called
abatement, which I have thoughts about. We can talk about it in a second. But it's tragic that he did that.
And then they overturned it.
And then not over did they overturn it, but then also the dude was like, even so, like the
Patriots was like, nah.
Yeah, the amount of money it would have taken to just get that money in the lawsuits, you would have never seen it.
Yeah.
And he didn't think that far ahead, which goes back to his decision making and like his lack of knowledge in that area.
Yeah.
Because he just probably heard abatement and was like, oh, well,
yeah,
I'm going to be in here for the rest of my life.
And again,
my daughter going to be set.
Yeah, that's crazy. And again, that's speculation, because you can also speculate that, like the news reporter who came out and said, he was, gay or whatever, he could have felt some type of way about that.
Right.
And say, I can end it. That's speculation.
That was trash, too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that, I thought that was rude. Of like, but whatever. You're a news reporter. You
there's no telling.
It's whatever you heard.
And then they said he was smoking synthetic weed in there or something.
Yeah,
so
I told you I had a friend die from that.
That could have been like a dangerous, combination of everything coming together.
Yeah, and I told you about the time I was at this party, and there's two dudes who smoking it. Like one dude passed out, had called the ambulance before I got there, and the other dude had like kind of like he was like zombified, like he had got like crazy and stuff.
Yeah, I think you remember that.
Yeah, that junk was crazy. So
telling me that.
So yeah,
it's wild. And then what's the thing about abatement? I don't know. I don't know if I agree with like how they just overturned it. If the person isn't there to like give their part of the story, how you can make a judgment on the case.
I don't ever remember him going like speaking anyway. You feel me?
Yeah, they didn't even show that.
I don't remember him speaking anyway.
I would think at some point they would have showed him talking on the stand about what he did.
I think maybe he took the not the OJ route, but the route of not speaking. Like I let them talk. I'm not
plead the fifth.
Yeah, I'm not going up there. Whatever. Mm-hmm. But while we on the case, you know what I'm saying? I thought, regardless, I like how they put it in. Regardless of what was going on, his decision made, he still made decisions.
Right.
He still felt some type of way. Old and Lloyd, like what he did to him, you know what I'm saying, was foul. And if he did that to them other two guys when he left the club, that's also foul. All that's foul. Straight up. But the way he went about it wasn't smart at all. Like all that stuff he did, like
he's a terrible criminal.
Terrible criminal.
Sloppy.
It was like they got him on. I don't know what else you could have got caught on. Like you got caught on your own surveillance.
For one,
you got caught text. They had like with the satellite ping triangulate stuff, and then you get the rental car, shell case, bubble gum, shoes, tire marks, the tattoo. What else? Man, shell case. I think that was it.
That's what else do you need?
I mean, what else? Yeah,
what else do you need?
And then they got him on the live.
Oh, and the blunt that he left at the class.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Like, here's my DNA.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. Yo, my man was bugging.
Like, come on, man.
He was bugging, bro. That all that was stupid. Bro, that was open and shut.
How?
That was open and shut.
But he wanted to get caught, bro. That's what it's... There's no way. Mm-hmm. And we'll never know why he did it.
No, we won't never know. That's the crazy part about that too.
You know what? When he's talking on the phone, you know what bothered me?
What?
When I heard him say the word nigga.
Oh yeah, for real?
Yeah, it bothered me.
Yeah, when he was talking to his friend.
Yeah. It was casual. I was like, because up until that point, all I know is he done killed 3 black men. I was like, in my mind, he's not for us.
Yeah.
When I heard him use that word, I was like, I don't fuck with this. I don't like this at all. Like, this bothers me.
Yeah. I get it.
Because it's not like he just got a history of just killing or fucking up whoever. All I know is on his rap sheet is 3 black men and...
a close 4th.
Yeah. Because he
shot his boy
in his eye. Like,
but even then, he got off with that later on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the dude...
They did that in the courtroom, and I found out he got shot. I was like, they got his ass.
Yeah. But then he was like, I don't recall saying that. When I seen that part, I was like, oh, he about to get off. He about to get off with that one.
They got him.
Then they showed the text message, that big board. He was like, I was like, nigga, he gonna get off.
You should have just shot him.
You gonna get off.
You should have just shot him when you had the chance.
Yeah, but that's why he had the surveillance up, because of him.
Yeah.
But still though, that I still think, man, Aaron was foul if he did all that stuff they say he did. Because though he got off on the other thing, he didn't technically get off with the Odin Lord thing. So
yeah, he got.
So that's. I don't condone killing, at all. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's,
warranted.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And so to do something like that, you know what I'm saying? Then somebody you call a friend, somebody that you smoke blunts with, somebody that you that was his personal, like, not personal, but he was like the blunt roll. They called him the blunt guy or something.
That was basically your brother-in-law.
Yeah, basically, yeah. On, facts.
Yeah.
So I thought all that was weird, man.
This whole story was wild.
Yeah, the whole thing was like.
So here's an interesting question. If somebody does suffer from something like that, like CTE, because I heard somebody saying, like they can't be held accountable for their actions if you have like some type of mental impairment.
I mean, the same thing they do with other mental people, do with people like that. Put them in a space to help them.
Put them in a place.
Yeah, to help them fix that. But they should be locked up.
Right.
You know what I mean? You still a danger to society. So you still should be locked up.
I think those people, like, but he got like a weird case though, because to some degree he seems functional.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know what's going on in his brain, but
he seems functional enough to go out there to catch a ball, to not say anything, to have those conversations with his parents, to have conversations with his wife, to try to. But again, if
try
you
to weasel out of whatever he did wrong. So
like they were saying, like, even because that also speaks to the mind of, like, you know what I'm saying, like when he was in college, when he kept getting away with stuff. It speaks to that, I'm a football player.
I can do
whatever I want.
Nobody's going to do anything
because in this college town where I'm at, they know how to hide stuff. And they're going to hide stuff for me because they want to make sure I win. Because if I win, they bring in more money. And then you get to another level that's higher than that, and it's basically the same thing, but, amplified. So, and then it gets down to, like, I think he really was dealing with demons. That, I don't know what was going on because, like, they were saying at the end, you have, like, why couldn't you just be content with everything you had? Why do you have to be played the tough guy? So I understand you had to be dealing with demons, and you had to be dealing with something, like, in you to make you make bad decisions.
Right.
So with all that going on like that, I don't know. He really should have sat down and had a conversation with somebody because his psyche was all.
Yeah,
his psyche was torn.
Somebody should have definitely, like, maybe you need to see a therapist.
Now his psyche was torn. Like your mom, you can't go to your mom, so you look at your cousin as your confidant. Then when you go over here, she let you do whatever, smoke weed, go out.
So she wasn't the best moral authority.
Yeah, but loyal.
Yeah, loyal.
But then you have, like, these other people that's these bad people that's coming around, and then you hang around them.
Yeah.
And then you go to college, and then you get drafted to the Patriots, which ain't too far from where you stay. So you can go back.
Another bad move.
Yeah, so you can go back and forth home. And then the people you hanging around, you want to be cool, you want to be a thug, and you can do this stuff and not get caught. And then you just go back and play football.
Just had it was a brewing storm.
Yeah, man, it was just like it was
something was bound to pop off.
Yeah, it was bound to pop off, man. I think he should have really had, seek some help, but he still made those decisions, and those was bad decisions. And
I can feel it. I mean, my thing is because, like, what do you do if you are in somebody's mind like that and you don't know that you need help?
That's why you have people around you. Somebody should have said something. Because it's easy to tell, like, somebody, like,
then they just as much to blame as he is.
I wouldn't say that.
And when it comes to seeking help, if the man isn't conscious enough himself to do it,
if you know that he doing
and
stuff,
then the people around you won't say it. It's like R. Kelly. R. Kelly was doing the dirt, but there was people around him enabling him. Like, nobody was like,
that's what I was saying. If you're around him, you know he to kill somebody, and you know he got problems as far as, like, doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you don't say nothing. Then you're to blame for the ongoing. Maybe not that incident, but the ongoing.
Yeah, from that point on.
But if you don't know, you just know the man got a problem. He always getting mad and stuff. You like, okay, whatever. I don't know what he got going on. But
even if I would have saw that, if the man got a temper, like, hey, bro, you need to
You do something about that. But I'm not gonna say it too many times because I would say it because some people don't care. But if I know you got $40 million, and all it takes for you to to brush me off, like, well, I don't get the perks of me that $40 million. So why would I say something? Yeah. So you got to understand that too. Then I'm family. He been doing this for a long time, and I've been looking after him for a long time. So now at that point it's habit. You know what I'm saying? He said he gonna always look after me, and as he doing these things, you know what I'm saying, I gotta let him do it because he gonna look out for me like I've been looking out for him. So it's easy for people that's in those dynamics not say, especially when your morals are not as high as somebody else, and when you from an area, I don't know what area they from, but you from an area that could
Bristol.
be, so I don't know what goes on.
I don't know, but they said his life wasn't.
They said it wasn't like that. Now
it wasn't that hard like that.
Yeah, and
then his father was basically king of Bristol.
Yeah, but his father used to beat him now.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm saying. What I'm saying is the environment that they made it seem like, because I thought he was from the hood,
Yeah.
But it seemed like he was just lower middle class neighborhood. Aside from family home, everything else was cool, but and they said he got abused.
Yeah, and if you do, and then you gotta remember his which also speaks to his sexuality. When his brother was saying, "Do you think your brother was sexually assaulted?"
He was like, definitely.
He said, definitely. I know he was.
Yeah.
So that can mess with your psyche too. And he could be. And then when he asked his lawyer was like, he asked his lawyer, he said, because one of his lawyers was gay. And his lawyer asked him, Aaron asked him, he said, can people be born gay?
Yeah, and he was like, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
That really could have messed him up, because if he was already having those feelings and then that happened, and then he doesn't want to admit that he's that, then he can blame it on that incident.
Yeah. Or have a conversation about the incident.
And then you're torn. But who's to say that somebody didn't say you need help? I'm pretty sure somebody at some point
had to say something. I'm pretty sure his wife at some point said something.
Especially his brother. If his brother know that happened to him, I'm sure at some point he was like, you need to.
Yeah. At least I hope he did.
Otherwise, he'd have to live with it.
Yeah.
What is your rating? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Honestly, I feel like they could have done it all in an hour. They didn't even need 3 parts.
They probably. I think they needed 2 parts. But it's
because a lot of that stuff was just repeat information. He's gay.
Yeah, he gay. He did this crime.
Him being gay, his homosexuality was half the documentary.
It wasn't half. It was repeated. It was just reiterated. And I get it. I get what you're trying to say.
I get what you're trying to do.
I get that you're saying these are demons he tried to deal with, but I don't think that caused him to shoot anybody.
No.
Yeah.
Nah, he made those decisions.
I get it. I get what you you trying to implement. These could be the demons that he could have had, and I understand, but that could have been the first, maybe the second in the beginning. First and second, you bring it in there, and you see how it develops. And then you go back to the lawyer, and the lawyer, he said this to me.
Right.
Even one of his lawyers said, yeah, this man was gay, or whatever the case may be.
I would have thought. I thought
not in a documentary, but somewhere later on he said it.
I would have thought that the way they went about, I think it would have been more effective. They would have introduced the concept and then weaved it into the court case. If he's gay, then I would expect something to be brought up in the court case that
they didn't bring that up in the court case, did they? Until later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it never did get brought up until later on.
Because an incident, a concept happened, and then they somehow brought it back to the court case.
Yeah.
It's he got a temper problem. He has a history of temper problem. Then in the court case, he shot me in the face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But even when you bring it into the court case, remember that's how he got off with the other thing. He was saying, it was do this look like a man that was upset? When he's taking a picture with a dude. Yeah. So does this look like a man that was upset or irate? Look at him out there smiling, giggling, laughing. Yeah. Does this look like a man that's angry and mad somebody spilled a drink on him? Does this? So I don't know.
I think if it ain't had nothing to do directly with the court case, they could have left it out.
Or just the mind of him. Yeah. I get when you a lot of stuff
see how that
Because if you wanted to through that, you should have threw more of his relationship with his mom. But I guess you had the phone calls for that. or like
and
his
relationship. And she probably didn't want to talk to them anyway.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm cool with that.
She probably feels some type of way.
She done with that anyway. Yeah. Or like when they or have him like stuff with his kid or with his wife or stuff like that. Like bring more of that stuff he did. Like one of the things that was crazy for me when it was asking about being a Latino or Hispanic player in the NFL, and it was like how do you try to give back? He's like try to be a good role model. And then like when he went to the Super Bowl and his mom had to she was like a teacher or something, had all the kids, go ahead and go in there. He said, I try to be. He spoke to me. He said, I just want to be a good role model, y'all. And I was like, bro,
come on.
Yeah, I thought that was crazy too. But all in all, I thought like the documentary itself, I mean, it was all right.
Yeah, it was a watch.
It was a watch. Yeah, it's something to watch. But like,
moving more so off of that, because one thing we need to revisit this whole.
Was eerie.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that thing was eerie a little bit because the way he did Olden, I was like, yo, that's.
I was like, this is barbaric. I was like, what you doing, man?
Because it made you really feel like that man was a monster at some point.
It was like nobody deserved to die.
Yeah, facts. Especially like
nobody.
Somebody like we close.
Yeah,
you at my house. We smoking. We doing this. We
about to be brothers.
You with my kids. You with my wife. And like
so just throws and then act casual about it.
And then act casual about like nothing happened. Like I was like, bro, that's cold blooded. Like,
that's a different level.
That's a different level. You know what I mean? So,
that's what hit me. Like by the end of the documentary, I was like, this dude is
cold, bro.
Like he's a monster. Like,
yeah, even when they found like the Jeep in the garage, crazy. Like then to get the tattoos, crazy. Cold. But my bad, man. What you?
Oh, like the way they treat student athletes, dog. Like I think they need.
Bro.
They need to be compensated. Toradol before every game, painkillers.
Bro, when they were saying that, when my man was talking about when the one that retired, and he was talking about how like I had to quit for my health, but he was talking about like they want you out there on the field just to beat their rivals.
Mm-hmm.
Like they'll do anything to make sure you out there because you know what I'm saying when you out there you bring them millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Like you bring them money, so I'm gonna make sure you out there. I'm gonna make sure you get these shots. I'm gonna make sure you got
your property. Like they just throw you out there, but then they be like, this is an opportunity for kids. This is just a game and all this other stuff. But then you force them to go out in the field. You shoot them up with drugs just so they can play. Like you're not concerned about their health. You concerned about them going out there winning and making your school money.
That's gonna be a good topic when we get that. Cause that's something we need to talk about. Cause that's and then you want to show backlash when they want to ask for like reimbursements of like or they want money or something.
Houseway.
If I get hurt or something, you can take my scholarship. If I perform at a higher level, you know what I'm saying. You
can. What happened to all that? I get injured. What happened to all that? We here to provide you with education and all that.
Yeah.
What was all that goodwill?
All this money I done brought you. Especially if I'm a top recruit or a top star in the NFL, or not NFL, in college or something like that.
They'll burn,
and that's why they had brought that in too. Like that's another thing that they brought in that helped with
added pressure.
Yeah, because that added pressure, to being good, and that's also I if somebody would have told him to make because he's something they kept talking about. He said football was like the most important thing to him. Football is very important to him. They'd have made sure like his health. His mind state was more important than football. They would have put that over there. How far would he have been?
Yeah.
If somebody installed
that's
that.
That's another tragedy, He could have been one of the greatest. Somebody
he could have been. Yeah, bro.
Because I can't understand like all the coaches he had. Nobody stepped aside.
Hey, come here. Let me talk to you. Because he had good coaches. He had good teammates. He had
But it was just like, I just need you to perform on the field.
Yeah.
And we talk a little bit on the sideline, but outside of, especially after you lose your father, you probably need to sit in there. They did say the dude at Florida, he would come over their house and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how much of an effect that had at that point.
I mean, he was with Tim Tebow, so I'm pretty sure he talked to him a little bit, or they prayed or whatever the case was. But they probably like. But one thing they say he was like a chameleon, so it was hard. Like he can fit in and be there. He be having other stuff going on.
I don't think they was talking about anything that really hit him. because he probably knew the spiel. I'm gonna come in here, they're gonna pray, we're gonna eat, but they not gonna say anything that's gonna hit me. That's gonna be like,
I'm gonna leave.
Like, you're fucking up right now. You know what I mean? So
because he did have them incidents where he was drinking and he punched a manager or something.
Yeah, because first of all, you in here
drinking, you ain't old enough.
Yeah, which is the like whoever working at fault, because you can't force nobody to pay a tab. He's like, I'm not even supposed to be in here. Like, you should have let that go right there, because now you about to make a scene and lose your liquor license
because you want me to pay this $20 tab.
I'm not paying this, bro. You could. I hate to enable him. He could let that slide. That was your fault in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, we need to talk about that, the student athlete, because that's crazy when he was talking about how they just shoot him up before every game.
Mm-hmm. And then he was saying, he said, guess who? He was on the phone with his wife, and he was like, guess who they kept shooting up every game? They was like, they only give it to people that's seriously hurt, and guess who they kept giving it to every game?
Mm-hmm.
Me. I was like, yo. Because even Rob, how you say his name? Rob Gronkowski from the Patriots. Gronkowski. He had he retired. He said he be in so much pain at night, even after the Super Bowl, he couldn't sleep for like 20 minutes. He kept getting up. So now he promotes like CBD. Like, he promotes that stuff now. But he was saying like he used to be in so much pain. Now this stuff been helping him with his pain, because you really put yourself through it when you out there.
Yeah, man, it's a violent sport, bro. Mm-hmm. You crashing into other grown ass men.
Professional.
At top speed, getting the bell wrong.
And they were showing them hits, and I was like, yo, that's crazy. You let your son play football?
I mean, I'd rather him play something else.
Mm-hmm.
But if that's what he want to do, I'm gonna make sure he know
the risk
of like what's going in. I might make him wait, or I might let him play when he's younger.
Yeah. And
when it's not too much contact or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I see how he do like in middle school or something. See if he make the team and like, cause I know me, like if I get hit one good time, it ain't for me.
Yeah.
It's not for me. Like if I get cracked in the head and then I wake up on the sideline, I'm like, you know what, bro?
This ain't for me.
Yeah, but I would have to really feel that out, because I wouldn't want him to like hold him back. Mm-hmm. But you definitely need to know what you get into, because I think a lot of what's going on now is people don't know. They think they out there just playing a game.
They got helmets and pads.
Yeah, you got helmet and pad, but then 10 years later you find out you got the brain of a 67-year-old man. But I think if you know that going in, you might maneuver like, well, maybe I need to try basketball. You know what I mean? Let me see what this soccer's about. Yeah. You know what I mean? So you think they ever, well, nah, man, it's too much money in football. You think they ever get to a point where you're like, we can't keep playing this game?
No. It's like anything else. Like you got,
if you know the risk.
Because like anything, this is basically what the show is. Like we try to dive in perspective, because if we look at perspective, like which sport you think is more dangerous, UFC or boxing?
Or boxing?
Mm-hmm.
UFC.
Yeah, but if you look at it, people get more brain damage when it comes down to boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can knock you out, and as long as you get up in 10 seconds, you can fight again.
Mm-hmm.
But if I knock you out in UFC, you down and you stay down and the match over with.
Well, it's kind of like that in the UFC.
What?
If unless you get knocked out.
Because if I knock you out and you kind of like fall, I can kind of like get on you and hit you until then they'll stop the fight. That's the end of it. But boxing, when you fall, I gotta stop.
Yeah.
So I keep punching you in the head. So you can get back up.
But if you go down to UFC, I'm gonna make sure you stay down.
Stay down. You know, it's over with. You know what I mean? Like that. So as long as the perspective of like the footballer is like they got pass on, they safe, and nobody brings up the CTE that's bad, because if I'm not mistaken, it's not that much information on it. As far as like what you can do about it.
What was his name? Junior Soyman.
The dude that played linebacker.
Yeah.
For the Chargers and the Patriots.
Yeah,
like that. So it's not so much stuff on it to where you can like really bring it to a case or whatever, even though they try to, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you do, like, who's really gonna stop? As long as you got participants, as long as you got, people watching.
They definitely, if you sign this waiver, sign this contract, then this is what we need from you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Well, I guess it's entertainment, so they get away with it.
It's entertainment.
But like we don't have the option to put on our seatbelt. We get fined if we don't put on a seatbelt. So I guess the government ain't got control over it. As long as it's entertainment, you willing to put your body through that.
Bringing in money.
Yeah, all you can do is like make sure they got the best, equipment, I guess, and throw them out there.
It takes the people that don't want to play no more. That's what it's gonna take. That's what anything. It just takes a group of people.
I mean, it looked like people are wising up. Like
my man
do this for 10 years.
My man was like a rookie or something.
Right? 1 year. Yeah, he was like, I got hit that one game. I was like, I'm retired.
It's over.
I'm gonna take whatever money they gave me.
I'm gonna move on.
Yeah.
So I get it, man. But I don't think I'll let my son play. I think me and my girls come to the conclusion. It's like, nah. It's like so many other sports you can play. We can leave this one out. And I played football.
Yeah.
So it's not like, when I played football when I was in high school, so it's not like I don't understand. It was like, nah. The risk.
My son want to play. I'm like, all right, here's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
You going to put on these pads.
And we going to run up with me.
We going to run up with me. And we going to do this over and over. And we going to see if you like it. And at the end, you let me, if you think you can handle it.
We good.
We good. I ain't going to say anything about it.
It's over with. But no, I don't think.
I'm going to take out the insurance policy and we're going to keep it moving.
I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I don't think. And I also seen these kids, like I seen this one kid. I thought that shit was sad. He was playing football, I think it was high school, and he went to go make a tackle, and he tried to tackle dude the wrong way, led with his head, and it paralyzed him from the neck down. Mom got to take care of him for the rest of his life. Just that gamble, I don't want to take.
I mean, I'm definitely going to make sure my son tries to follow my lead as an artist. Try to stay away from the field, bro. Hey, man, you sure you don't want to paint or something, man?
I might let my son. I might try to teach my son baseball. It's the
money's good, guaranteed.
And
money.
The risk factor is low. You can play as long as you want to. So you know what I mean, I'm gonna try to lead him that way.
So you don't like baseball? I don't even like baseball. I go to every game.
Oh yeah, I don't like baseball at all. I'll be though.
Be the season tickets, son. Season tickets.
Forever. I got you. But yeah, man, I think the documentary was all right, but I'm not. I feel like they could have done better. And I don't like, I don't like really critiquing stuff, but like,
I thought it was interesting, but it
was interesting.
It didn't. It could have been better. It could have been more factual, and it could have been more concise. Like, there was a lot of fluff in it that I didn't feel was necessary.
I feel like it could have been, like you say, more precise. It could have been more of like a sniper type. These points.
Instead, they use buckshots, shotgun. We hope some of this hit. What else is popping? Oh man, World War III, man. I thought it was gonna jump off for a minute, man. That quieted down quick though.
Ooh-wee.
I'm glad that I'm glad that settled down. I was nervous, boy. They was shipping people off.
But you know how I get when stuff like that. I get real curious.
Yeah.
I like the human. I like sociology. So I like what's about to happen. I like the reaction of everybody here, and then I like the reaction of what's going on. Everybody, people.
Yeah.
So I though it was kind of like off a point, it was goddamn interesting to see how the reaction was going on. Y'all gonna try to impeach me? Like, bam. You know what I mean?
I said that as soon as I saw that, I was like, now they're gonna use this as an excuse to keep him in the White House.
And you ain't really heard nothing. Even though they got stuff going on about the impeachment, you don't really hear it as much as nothing else now.
Yeah.
Even though you don't hear nothing about the war, because I think what happened was, Iran, and I'm not sure. Somebody in the comments correct me. They were saying like, to get us back, they told us that they was gonna bomb an area where people were at, but they gave them time to evacuate, and they bombed them or whatever, like wherever they was. And,
I think Iran. I think they did do something though. They did shoot down or bomb something. Some people died.
Yeah. There was an attack somewhere.
I can't remember if it was mostly Iraqi people or if it was American people, but somebody they did retaliate in some way.
Oh, they did. No, they did retaliate. They told them to retaliate. But one incident in particular, they said we was gonna do this, and they let them know they was, but it gave them time to like evacuate or something. And I'm not sure how true it is. Somebody got correct me on that, but that was like, I was like, okay. And then after it quiet down, everybody was kind of like, okay.
I would think that's smart as long as it's like an important place.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, well, we didn't kill nobody, but we did destroy your base.
Yeah, I think it was something like that to that degree. But I know they did kill, or I don't know if they took credit or something for killing somebody. So.
That situation had me nervous for a minute.
What, bro? I got to research on that thing, bro. Like, they killed who? I realized how powerful he was. I'm thinking that's just somebody.
Yeah, there's some general or whatever, but he the second,
second like highest
1,
power.
2 is him.
2, like, what I mean? I do all this.
Like, ooh.
I was like, yo, man.
And then they said when they was giving Trump options, they was like, we didn't think he was really gonna pick that one. He's like, we gave him all these options. He was like, yeah, let's do that one. He's like, what?
Well, let's talk about it first.
Yeah,
I won't talk about nothing.
I want to do that one.
What?
And then they was talking. I love when they start pulling up old dirt.
Yeah.
It was like, and then they pull up the clip of him saying, only a weak president starts a war, so he won't be kicked out of office. And then, of course, right on time, Trump. And
then I like how they was bringing up like, you talk about when they talk about Obama or something.
Yeah.
And then did you see the dude that they killed? I can't pronounce his name, but how they was talking, he was saying
Soleiman, you talking about the general?
The general.
Yeah.
He was saying like if you seen one of his speeches where he kept calling like Trump like a casino manager or like something like that. He was telling like you talk to people like you talk to China people like he was a casino manager or something like he was talking spicy. People was cheering and stuff like that.
Bro.
Yeah, that joke's crazy, man. And then you come to find out like I think it was Russia, Iran, and China. They was doing like military training together and stuff like that. Like in November and October or something.
Bro.
I was like, but you better chill, bro. And then you hear like the dude from China, the spokesman for the China president or prime minister or whatever. He was saying like, I urge everybody to take caution and pull back, especially the U.S. Reserve your actions and stuff like that. I was like, man, this is gonna be a wild one.
For a minute, boy, I thought I was checking up the draft requirements. I was like, I ain't trying to.
Oh, I wasn't going regardless. I'm going.
I'd rather go to jail.
Yeah.
I'd rather you send me to prison. I'm not fighting.
I'm going to jail.
I'm not fighting. I don't think that's in me. If
No.
I'm fighting for something, it's because I know I got beef with somebody.
Yeah, like if I'm like if it was like some real like.
You're not gonna get me on this false patriotism.
No, you're not gonna get me on that. It had to be something real.
Yeah.
Like they had to hit something like, oh man, man, they really coming for us. You know what I'm saying? Let me get sign me up. And I ain't gonna be that enthusiastic either. I'm like, yeah, I go on over.
I gotta do what I gotta do.
I do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? But like this,
I'll see y'all 10 in a good 10 or however long it take for draft dodging.
What? Man.
Oh, that impeachment stuff. I think they in the Senate now.
I seen something. I was watching it.
I just don't understand that. Like the Republicans' whole point is, which is, they're saying an abuse of power is not a crime. That's their whole defense.
Who defense?
The Republicans.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Abuse of power is not a crime. That's the definition of what he's being charged for. Mm-hmm. He's using his position as the president to investigate one of his opponents in the election so he can get reelection. But their point is, yeah, he did it, but
so what?
And I'm like, y'all are bold, bro.
Yeah, that's a crime.
They're like, yeah,
that's a crime.
Yeah, he abusing his power, but so what? So what? Who cares?
Who cares? I don't
he
like.
Shouldn't be impeached for that. It's like if you impeach Trump, you got to impeach every president.
I don't like. Yeah. I see that.
I was like, what? No, you don't.
I don't like
impeach the ones that get caught.
I don't like. I don't like the ride or die method. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying?
That should not be in politics, bro. That should not be in politics, bro. This is not the hood.
That shouldn't be nowhere. First of all, especially
Come
in
on,
politics.
son.
No.
If he go down, we go down with him.
Yeah. I was like, nah.
I just hate the loyalty people have to the parties instead of, people. Like, what's best for the people?
What ideas, what plans, what concepts are best for us to thrive? You know
right. I understand you have disagreements, but they take it.
They take it on another level.
They take it It's just the left is this, the right is that. This is they.
Where's the middle? That's what I'm saying. You get left this right there. Like where's the middle, man? It's like every time somebody says something,
what does Christian Lamar said? The Democrats and the Republicans.
Yeah, that's exactly like it's like, bro.
The Bloods and Crips get along.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're wrong, fam. Yeah. Oh, you wrong. I'm wrong, but I'm right.
Yeah,
it's like, nah, you just wrong. Like, am I right? Is this better? Because you did it in 2000. What's that? Well, times.
That's what I really hate.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I know, I hate having to be one of those people like, if Obama had done that, they would have tried to get him out so fast.
What?
But you can't say that because they'll just come back with like, nah, no, we wouldn't. What? Or it's not the same. That's what they love saying, it's not the same.
Yeah, I don't like the what else.
But, and they make every excuse they can for Donald Trump. But Obama was as close to perfect as he could have been.
Yeah.
And the best they could do was like, he's giving soldiers salutes with tea in his hand, and go on a spree for like a week.
And we had that on that tan suit, dog.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not too much you can get on Obama for, man. You get on for bombing. I think he had the most bombings than
which was trash. I ain't with the drone strikes.
Yeah, I ain't with the drone strikes. But if you get our troops out, like if you ask me to pick one.
Yeah.
If I had to pick one, have our soldiers over there or bomb, I might have to pick the bomb.
Right.
I'd rather take neither, but if you force my hand to take, one or the other, I'll take that. Especially if we at war. I'll take what I can take.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got Obamacare, which is not very popular, but it did help some people, but it hurt some people.
And it would have helped a lot of
if everybody got on board.
If Republicans hadn't stalled out and got the bill passed that would have extended the benefits, then
we've been all right.
Yeah,
we've been all right. You know what I mean? If everybody was on board, like
everybody was on board, trying to make it work.
I get it.
I can't stand it. Instead of trying to make something work, they'll sabotage it just to be able to blame it on somebody else instead of just making it work.
Man,
because what Trump was gonna do was you're just gonna try to get rid of Obamacare, then bring it back and put his name on it.
Yeah,
he was gonna get it regardless. But instead of giving it to people when we needed it.
Again, somebody correct me, but if I'm not mistaken, it was called Romneycare first. It was called Romneycare first.
And then he took it and ran with it.
Yeah.
So it's like, are you for the people or are you not? Or are you just trying to make somebody else look stupid? You rather make this man look stupid than to help the people. And what does that say?
About us?
Sounds like Americans about everybody.
Oh, sounds like Americans to me. I'd rather be a fool. I'd rather be a fool. Because I want to say be fool and happy, but they not even really happy. I'd rather be a fool and feel like I'm right than actually be right and be happy. I'd rather just be right.
You need people, bro.
Even when I'm wrong, I'll talk my shit, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm wrong, I'm going to talk my shit and then spit in your face with this shit I'm giving you. I seen one dude, I was watching something, I don't know what I was watching. It was like, the dude said, this how absurd it get. Like this dude said, I'm pretty sure he was serious. He was like, I don't like Obama. This is like months and months ago, or whenever Trump was, it was like at a Trump rally. He was like, I don't know what Obama got going on, but he was hiding doing 9/11. What was he doing 9/11?
Oh yeah, and he was like, yeah, what was he doing 9/11? He's like, he wasn't president. Like,
no, the dude asked him. He was like, what do you think he was at? I would like to get to the bottom of that.
That's what he said. Yeah. That's who voting. That's why I say.
Oh, that should be like.
That's why I say not everybody should have the right to vote.
Yeah.
You can say what you want, but if you saying stuff like that, you clearly not.
You clearly not for it.
You clearly not shouldn't be.
You shouldn't be voting at all.
Decisions.
What? It be people like that. It be like
the whole. My thing is, if he did it, get him out, man. Impeach him. Get him out. Like I don't care if Obama had did the same thing. My hands are tied. You clearly
if he did
doing that. Like you got to get him out. Like either this is illegal or it's not. And if it is, then
you gotta go. You gotta go.
Like I don't want to say it with
locked up. Yeah.
Anybody can get it. I just don't understand like where we are in the country. Like
that's how it is with anything. Even when it comes down to law, it's not what happened. It's what you can prove.
Yeah.
Did you do it, fam? Did it happen? Does evidence say you was there? Did you do it?
Disgusting.
I don't like it. The truth is like it's so the truth doesn't matter. It's the comfort and the information that you get. That's what it is. Like if the truth makes you uneasy, or if it go against your ideal or something you believe was true, you ain't trying to feel that shit.
People love being right, man.
Yeah,
they love that feeling. Like I knew it. I knew he was what I thought he was.
Yeah, because I told you before, one of the worst feelings you can have is being wrong and being corrected in front of people. That's one of the worst feelings.
People hate that.
So
this whole fake news shit, this just got me like it. The tape is here. He said it. Like, I'm showing you the tape, and he's like, they could have done anything with that tape. Like,
my goodness.
I don't know what to do with people like that except just get rid of them.
Yeah, they can go.
What else happened? Oh, you know your girl getting out.
Who?
The I think her name is Michelle Carter. She's the young lady who was texting a dude and like encouraged him like kill herself.
Oh yeah.
They letting her out early.
I don't. My feelings on that is weird, so I don't know. Do I think morally she wrong? Of course, I don't think you should never do nothing like that. But do I think you should get jail time for that? I don't know.
See, that's where I'm at with it. I don't know if you can. They charged her with involuntary manslaughter, which is kind of.
Is that the law? I mean, she went to jail for it, so I guess so.
I mean, it's kind of like if I accidentally hit you with a car and you die.
Yeah, that's manslaughter. I get you.
It's manslaughter.
But
if I'm texting you with the intention or if I don't know.
That's a strange one. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
It's like
I don't know, cause that's a weird thing.
There's a lot of ways you can feel. I can be like, I thought he was joking. You know, we was just kidding around or some shit.
You can look at that crazy, but nah, I seen them texts.
It was wild. Wild. It's like, wasn't joking in that.
Ooh, boy.
That's what messed up because it looked like it was clearly malicious.
Yeah, I believe it was.
So she was lucky that she even got,
manslaughter.
But they couldn't convict her with murder.
No, you can't convict because he did that himself.
Yeah.
So that's weird. That's a weird thing, man, because like all she did was like talk to him because you like.
That's like if I put a battery in your back to go shoot somebody, do I get in trouble too? Or
I don't know.
Oh, you need to.
But you
call them with such and such.
But you kind of can get in trouble for inciting a riot, though, right? Remember, I think it was who was it? I don't think it was Mike Brown. It was somebody's stepdad or somebody who when the verdict came out, he was like, "Y'all burn this shit out, burn it down." You know, when that verdict came out that the dude got found not guilty, whether they tried to convict him of inciting a riot, and I don't think. Again, even in that, I don't think that's something you should be able to convict somebody of.
Inciting a riot? I don't know about that one, man.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. If I just say, "Hey, man, go do this," and you do it, you made the decision to do it. I didn't brainwash you to do it. I think
the line is very thin, but I think there's a definite line that. For the most part, you only know what your intentions are. Like if you tell me to do something, but I know if I'm trying to incite a riot, I know how to get it started. You know what I mean? So, and especially if they got it on tape, I'm like, you were clearly trying to get something started.
Yeah, but me trying to do something and actually doing it, I didn't throw the trash can. I didn't go in there. Matter of fact, when I said it, I went home.
But it's different. But it's a difference between like, if I was you, I'll fuck this place up, and on the other coin, be like. Fuck this shit up, nigga. Pick that shit up. Like, give him directions and shit. I don't know to what extent that he was out there. Like, directing traffic. I don't know what he was doing out
Even
there.
in that, I don't think he wrong, though. Like, hey, let's do this. Like my man, let's say this. So I forgot what it's called, but you know what I'm saying? Excuse me, I'm terrible with names. But, like, you remember they had drunk the Kool-Aid? They had took
Jim Jones?
Yeah, they flew to the island. Yeah, and they, like 900 people died. Let's say I told everybody to drink that Kool-Aid. And I told them, like, hey, it's poison in here. Like, you will die, and you will, go to, whatever he told them, somebody was coming down to get their spirits, whatever the case is. But I tell y'all to do that. And morally, again, I think all this is wrong. But to be convicted of something because you still have, like, the freedom of speech, be able to talk to you about my beliefs. So if I believe this is going to happen in my belief, am I wrong? Can you convict me of that?
I think if
close to 1,000 people died.
I think if the situation was, hey, if they were aware of what was going on and they had the option,
and it was and in their belief,
yeah,
they thought it was going to be taken somewhere.
Yeah. I think there's still some criminality in that because you're providing this to people, so they can get you on that. But but
what if I just sit it there?
You just
if I just just put that there, like
they gonna be like, why is
you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you feel what I'm saying?
But
Like
the problem with that case is he had him at gunpoint, so they ain't have options.
Yeah.
That's the only caveat.
Yeah. Y'all done flew here, so now
you gotta do it. Now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's a little
but
bit
I think some people did it willingly though. Like, I don't know because I wasn't there, but that's what I'm saying.
I think the only people that did it willingly was the people with the guns.
I mean, you had to, yeah.
And I don't know if he hired them. They could have been like from the locals or something. They were like, I'm gonna pay y'all. Cause ain't no way I'll be a part of that congregation and be like, hey, you ushers, get these guns and make them drink that shit. He probably hired people for the outside to come in and be like, I don't care what happened. You make sure they drink that Kool-Aid.
Yeah, man. But that's what I'm saying. Like, so even if let's say they did it freely, then what?
I think they would still get you on providing the. Because
so they got her on manslaughter. So what would you get in? That's mass
probably
murder.
Manslaughter.
That's mass murder.
It is. It's mass manslaughter.
Mass manslaughter. Yeah. Okay,
because in that case they did have the option, even though they really believe it. You know, but they just gonna get him.
But now it's part of your religion, and that's what I'm saying. Like I don't. It's hard for me to do that because
it's a line, man.
Because you making the decision. You feel what I'm saying? Is you like I can say Darius, go out there and jump off the balcony.
Right. As long as you didn't provide the balcony, they won't. They won't get you on anything.
No, but then she told my man to kill herself, right? Yeah. She didn't provide anything.
She didn't, but she definitely encouraged it.
But she encouraged it, bro. she was fired for that. But I was like, yeah, because when I seen it, and then I was like, oh, that's crazy. Because when you hear it, you like, oh, that's crazy. She convinced him. He might, you thinking like he probably gonna do that anyway. He probably, he didn't have help. Nobody was gonna. He probably gonna do that somewhere. But then you read the text messages. Well, you look at. I'm gonna
ask you this: if I kill myself and then you get a hold of some text messages and you see that like
that's me. That's me now.
Then you guilty.
That's me now. Somebody gotta get that. Like what? You told my boy what? Yeah. Somebody.
You gonna see the criminal.
I'm riding. I'm riding.
You gonna be like, fuck all that.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be no.
That's what I'm saying. Like morally, I think it's wrong, and I feel like she should go to jail.
Yeah, but should it be a crime?
Is it a crime? You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Like I didn't have any power over this man. I just pushed him. I just nudged him.
Yeah.
But so what if? Because that sounds like the dude. What's the Jessica Jones, the purple dude? They can like suggest stuff to people and then they'll do it. Yeah. That's like some.
That's a superpower. Yeah. Now. That's not.
I'm just saying though, like how
like a mentalist or something.
How do you convince somebody to convict somebody that's like they out here doing it, but you like, how do you convict this person? Like,
that's a hard conviction right there, boy. Because like, say if you was a mentalist and you can actually like
get people to do stuff.
Yeah, you saying you understand like cues, like clapping and snapping and doing stuff like that. So that's a whole different case though.
But then how do you? It's a lot of gray.
That's a lot of gray. That's what I'm saying, man. You know what I'm saying? Because me personally, like I said, if I find out somebody did that to y'all, somebody I know, like, but they gotta go.
Rolling, bro. Putting hands on somebody.
Like, hands
will be laid.
It'll be laid.
Come on with that Kool-Aid. I'm gonna need you to drink this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what's in it. It's your decision, but you don't really have a choice.
You don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice.
It's a Sprite with bleach in it. What's up?
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, she out. I think she's supposed to serve 15 months. I wouldn't have a problem with somebody getting something because that's not a lot of time anyway.
Bringing it back around, and it's kind of going to be off. You know what I'm saying? They got her for saying something, right? For like using a little bit of power that she had to convince somebody to kill themselves. But yet they won't really convict your boy Trump from abusing his power that he had. Like, granted, they kind of like
that's a little bit off, but I get what you're saying.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, you used your power to do something that you had, and she used her power like for somebody that was in a position to do something. And that was manslaughter.
Yeah,
my man, he used his.
My man trying to rig an election. Yeah, that's gonna affect a lot more people.
So, hey
man.
That's what I'm saying, man. Did he break the law? If the answer is yes, bro.
Did he or did he not? Is or is it ain't?
Yeah. And I think that's less of a gray area. I think that's less of a gray area.
Man,
I think
to hear this man defend himself is comical at best. He had the perfect phone call. It was perfect. Not a word out of place. You sound like somebody that's talking out of your ass right now, man. And they make excuse after excuse after excuse for this man.
That's what you're supposed to do when you're on that side, man.
I don't see how they do it,
that's the ideal of it.
I don't see how they sleep at night. I bet they wake up every morning. What has his ass done now? I know they're exhausted. I bet you.
How can you be exhausted with the crazy, like, bro. Because they don't even need to try to defend him. You feel what I'm saying? They can just say anything. Because like you said, it was like, that's not an abuse of power. That's the definition of abuse of power. I don't know where you get them definitions from. You can just blow it off like that. You can blow it off. They can literally blow it off like that.
But if I was a politician, boy, they wouldn't know what to do. They'd probably get me killed.
But what? Cause I would tell them, you don't tell me no secrets. I'm just dealing with the information that's in front of me.
Yeah. You tell me anything. Everybody gonna know about it.
Well, don't tell me no secrets.
I'm gonna hold a press conference. First State of the Union. Let me air out everything that's happening. So y'all know the truth about why everybody hate us. I wouldn't
even want, like, don't tell me that. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth what's going on around here. Cause I still defend you, but like yo, but he did that, but I gotta go out here and defend that. But y'all might want to get somebody else on that one.
Cause I'm not doing that.
I don't know. I'm gonna do that one.
My man wilding out. If I was president, I would like an open government. If I know it, you know it. Like if we going to war with somebody, I want to make sure you got all the facts of why we're going to war. Look, China got some stuff we need. They not willing to give it to us.
We gotta go
get it.
We owe them money, and this is the best way for us to get out of that. You know
I'm not going through this whole. We fighting for their democracy. All this stuff. Yeah. They have something we want, and they not gonna give it to us. So we just gonna go take it.
Mm-hmm. And they've been talking shit.
Yeah. So, or we can be like, y'all can vote on it. Majority we go to war. Majority we don't. Yeah. I want you to know if we don't get this, then our economy is we done. We done. Cause people get to hide behind their morals when we get to say we fight for freedom, all this other stuff.
It's easy to make the people get behind it and defend it. Yeah, it's easy for to get the American people.
But when you have to pull the trigger on, we're gonna go over there and we're gonna kill some people just to take some stuff for our benefit. That's a whole different. That's a whole different conversation. That's the conversation I want America to have. If you want me to pull the trigger, if you want to put everything on me, I want y'all to know this is why we're going over it.
And I'm gonna let y'all vote on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if it go left, the blame is the sheriff.
Anything that's happening. Hey. This is the facts. This is what we're working with. What say ye?
I prefer more of a parliament term type thing.
You get we need to go England.
You get like 20, maybe 20. 21 or 31, people in there. They all serve like two. They can serve 1-2 terms. Matter of fact, do one better. Do like just do the states, but add like one extra person in there, like a real like middle type person. Make it an odd. So when it comes down to like decision making, like if everything even, say 25-25 or whatever, you got one person say, you put that on him.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, they have what I do find interesting. They have some country. I can't think. I don't know if I'm making it up, but they pick people like regular people, like they do jury duty for like to serve in office. Mm. So like they could just choose like me and you, or they'll like volunteer to be like the mayor or governor for like a year, and then they'll switch out with somebody else.
I don't think that's a good idea. But I do think it's a better idea than what we got.
Yeah, anything. Like, bro,
let's say we get all the like the senators and stuff like that. We get that same thing. They make votes and stuff like that. You don't know if they back behind some lobbyists or some other bullshit. So I think that's about a better.
I think we need to have more everyday people privy to what's going on.
But a lot of stuff is gonna be hard for like everyday people to understand, because some of that stuff is not like
it's the words they using
and the stuff that like
how in depth some of the stuff.
Like some of that stuff is not easy. Just to
we talking about Medicare, you got to know about Medicare.
You got you feel what I'm saying? Like you got to know what's the Green Deal? Like what is the Green Deal? You got, what is this? What is that? It's not as that's something else I don't like. They try to make it seem like politics is as simple as this is right and this is wrong. It's like this is better option, but it's gonna take more to get this than for us to keep giving you this.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I think you should have like well endowed people if you're gonna do
well
that.
endowed.
Yeah, right on the spot.
We need to redo this whole burn it down, start over.
Yeah,
that's what I think. I think we need to get away from this party system.
This two-party system, no, most definitely. I mean, me and you are agreed on that.
Yeah.
So that's not nothing. That's not nothing new. I think both of these parties should be shot down.
Hard.
I was talking to my girl about that the other day. I was like, man, one part. We was talking about like these parties that's for black people or whatever. No, not saying this is the whole idea. But like Republicans, they think black people. Both parties think black people ain't shit or minorities ain't shit, but they don't think we ain't shit in a certain type of way. Like
think we useful.
Yeah,
they know they need our vote.
Yeah, they know that. One party, in my opinion, Democrat, they think, what I'm saying, we ain't smart enough. We need like overseated help. Like we need way more help. Like, so they need help to do this and do that because they not smart enough. They not smart as us to do this and the third. Then you got Republicans like, they fine. They got the same opportunities we do.
I don't agree with that one.
I have to because I seen.
I don't think either party respects us.
I agree with that.
Like I don't think Republicans are sitting back like they got what we got.
No,
I don't think they care.
The bootstraps idea. That's what I'm talking about. They can pull their stuff up from the bootstraps because they on equal ground like we on equal ground. That's why.
That's why I disagree. The equal ground. I think they recognize that we not on equal ground. But y'all need to pull yourself up anyway. So I don't care if you don't. I don't even care if you have bootstraps. Like,
I say that too. I don't think they. But I think that's how I view it. I think Republicans are like that. Now I'm not talking about just like the political side. I'm talking about like just the everyday Republican conservative. What's wrong with them? They can get the same job I can get. You know what I'm saying? All they gotta do is apply. This, that, and the third.
I think a lot of people do believe it, but I think the people like that really know about what's going on, they just don't care.
Yeah, I think it's less than that. I think one side is that they need to stay like that because if they get like, they may be afraid of us getting the same thing. And I think the other side, if you look at it like on the Democrat side, on that side, as far as caring, I don't think they care. I think it's that, or they want to put us in a position to make sure that they thrive or help, stuff like that. But on the caring side, I think one side believes that. They got the same bootstraps that I got. They can pull themselves up. On this side, they think we not smart enough or on their level. They want to help us get on that level. They think that instead of like helping us like we're smart enough, we just don't seem to have the same opportunities.
Right. We need to explore that more. Mm-hmm. These identity politics and red versus blue.
Yeah. I'm gonna show you. I'm seeing that video because that's what made me believe that, especially about Democrats. I seen that they're not smart enough to do the computer stuff. That's why they need this, that, and the third. Like what?
I think on both sides, like we were saying, I think in the outrage video, there's more moderate people than anybody that what I'm saying don't have these extreme views, but it's just.
But the ones with the extreme views are the ones that get the power.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Those are the ones. I mean, you do have people on both sides that do want to help, and do want to do like they understand reality. You know what I'm saying? Like these red.
But they are few and far.
But they don't have as much power as the ones that think the other stuff.
Yeah. And that's real.
Mm-hmm.
What we We've been going for like an hour, 20 minutes.
We good though. We got the info, baby.
Oh. No, you got anything else?
Oh no, I'm straight. I'm good.
All right. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in.
Mind the Gap Weekly. Expect more conversations like this every week.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at PODMTG. Check out our Patreon. Make sure you subscribe, support us, get discounts, early access to more content, exclusive content that you'll find on there. We're working out our merch situation. This is one of the pieces right here, our propaganda, but we got that coming.
Another piece.
We'll get that worked out.
What is cold?
The weather, bro.
Yeah, been messing up my sinuses, bro. Had to go to the doctor today.
What else? Oh, subscribe to us on YouTube, like, share, comment the video.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have any suggestions, or you need any advice or whatever, hit us up. We'll reach back out to you.
Facts.
Again, I've been Darius, a.k.a. Chevalier.
This is TK, a.k.a. Confucius.
We out.